Welcome back to our weekly walkthrough where we bring the above, below, and talk about the transits you should know. So, happy Pride! We are in June officially. Welcome, welcome. We start off, this is our week of June 1st on through the 7th. Nice and tidy. New month, new week. So with that, we have kind of a chill week. I am still a little belated on my recordings, so this is Monday night. So we're still retrospective. The big news was really Mercury moving into Cancer, which changes our communication from that high octane domicile energy with some extra lightning bolts from Uranus. Like, people were really on one. I'm not gonna lie, this weekend with the full moon was a lot. But we're just in that gradual transition, and anytime a planet moves into Cancer, we want to remember the ruler is the moon, and she moves fast, 2.5 days per sign. So that means our communication vibes are on that lunar clock. So when you need to say something, and if you want to check the transits and want to be like, well, should I say this today? Check out what the moon's doing in your chart and in the sky. Particularly if Mercury is one of your time lords for the year, like, keep an eye on that, because it is very, very different from the domicile Gemini energy. But what we're dealing with for the theme of the week is dancing death. And so dancing death is that transformation in motion. It's like, some of you may have seen, I've been doing a whole lot of memento mori posting through my bereavement and just processing, and kind of this integration of like my stoic and psychological backgrounds and all those things. But what people forget about, like memento mori, which is remember you'll die, and amor fati, which is love fate, is they're not supposed to be demoralizing. They're supposed to be invigorating. Like, if this was it, what would you really do? Like, if this was the life you had, if you remembered that it was finite, what would you do? And so when we see dancing death, this is that reminder of like, oh yeah, there is like vitality in remembering the limits. Now, of course, I'm a Saturnian, so this is kind of my jam. And some people are like, wow, thanks, Elle. I'm super depressed now. So with that, our card for Monday is the Three of Swords. Let's just transition straight into it. So Monday was a little tender, a little bit delicate. It also is because, you know, the moon in the evening drops from Sagittarius with a trine to Chiron right into detriment in Capricorn, and then opposes Mercury. So for some of you, this will be landing more delicately. And I just want you to remember, with heartache, with worry, with fear, with any of that, don't push it aside. Let yourself feel it. Because if you don't listen to the emotions the first time, they will start to get louder or more dysfunctional. With that, we move into Tuesday, and our Capricorn moon will sextile the North Node, and then we'll get the sun sextile Saturn, which is kind of an invitation, if you want to take it, to a new way to approach things. Like, there is an innovative quality there, but it's a little atypical. Like, neither the sun in Gemini nor Saturn in Aries have a whole lot of juice for doing things the normal way. So really use the word innovation for tomorrow, particularly because we have the Two of Swords reversed. And this can be like one of those moments where the choice is out of your hands because you didn't make it in time. Like, you were between the rock and the hard place for so long, and then just didn't choose, so it was chosen for you. So once that choice is out of your hands, what are you going to do next? Because there's always more choices to make. And we all will also close out the day with the Capricorn moon trine Mars and then square Saturn. And so that's at 8:25 p.m. And I really want you on Tuesday night, Mountain Time, to be careful with your body. Like, this is a really good time for skeletal problems, for joint issues, for having strained yourself, pushed too far. Avoid that, especially if you have anything that involves inflammation. From there, we drop into Wednesday, where we get Mercury trine the nodes, bringing in some potential dream insight, like good day to dream journal. The moon will oppose Venus in Cancer, and the Mercury will square Neptune, and the moon will oppose Jupiter. And so with that, and we're kind of building to that Mercury Neptune vibe all week. There is not a lot of clarity, especially in communication. Wires get crossed, people react emotionally. So more grace, more space, more caution and care, and do not assume. Assumptions right now are a really good way to waste your energy on needless fights. Because on Wednesday, we have the Knight of Coins reversed. And this is our Dragon Slayer one. And with this, there is this feeling of like fighting imaginary dragons, like things that aren't really happening, being super stubborn on something that doesn't actually matter, that gets in the way of where you were trying to go. And this is also some of that Taurus Mars energy. So don't forget that. Mars is still in detriment in Taurus, and there's no reason to be stubborn for stubborn's sake right now. Stand your ground when it matters, not when it's just going to waste your energy, especially under a Capricorn moon. We jump from Wednesday to Thursday, and we have our Capricorn moon square Chiron. Moon moves into Aquarius, trines Uranus, sextiles Neptune, conjuncts Pluto. This is our normal like outer planet wedge check-in with Aquarius moons that we're going to have for a while. And with that, we have the Hierophant. Now, this particular Hierophant from the Aliman deck is one of two, and one of them, that one, is called the Asshole. So on Thursday, there may be this like appeal to authority thing that happens that is faulty. It's like, who is actually in control? Do we want them in control? And what happens if we say no? What happens if we're just like, nah, I'm just going to work around this system because it's stupid? That's something to explore on Thursday. Like when you hit that blockade of someone who's like, because I said so and because it's always been this way and blah, blah, blah. So what it? Like, what are you going to do? You actually going to let them do that, or are you going to move around it? And my recommendation would be to move around it as best you can. But that might be a little tricky. We're still in that Mercury, Neptune vibe, so it may not be easy to escape it, but just know that challenge is ahead. On Friday, we have the moon sextile Saturn, square Mars, and trine the sun. And so Friday, we do have the Wheel of Fortune reversed. And so with this feels more subtle. Like, and we're also going to have Juno station in Aquarius, station retrograde. And that can be a punctuation point. So for the asteroid trackers, something to look at. But with this, I do feel like there's going to be kind of a culmination of some of the stuff that we've been dealing with. And particularly the Aquarian themes. Like there is just this, there's a friction there and things just may not go quite according to plan. For others, it may be more the transits are more internal and subtle. So pay attention to those subtle bodies. And from there, we are jumping into Saturday where we have the moon sextile Chiron, and then moving into Pisces with an immediate square to Uranus. But we do still get that Jupiter moon mutual reception I'm always on about that I actually really like from Pisces right now. And so Saturday, we have the sun, and they're dancing, and everything's nice. And with that, this feels more like the collaborative sun. It's the Gemini sun. It's like the two people sun card. And so with that, it's really who brings joy into your life? Who's the partner? Who's the dance partner of Saturday? Who's the dance partner of the moment? And, we're coming back to the dance with our dancing death as the card of the week. Like Saturday is this time just be like, yeah, I feel it. Let's go. Let's move. Let's flow. And maybe literally. Like, I'm a very pro-somatic person. I'm a very pro-dance person. So consider that as you move into the weekend, like dance it out, shake it out, figure out what's up. But then we close out Sunday with the moon conjunct the North Node, trine Mercury, and then sextile Mars. And on Sunday, we have the Knight of Swords, and we also have Strength reversed. And so this to me feels again like two people, but it feels like somebody in control and somebody out of control. So I want you to ask, who am I swinging on and should I be? Or am I the one swung on? All right. Happy week, y'all.